Hi guys, welcome back. I said I'd do a comments video, all your comments on the supercar values in freefall video I done. Had quite a lot of views, quite a lot of good feedback. I'm just going to run through them. So the top one was the only car in my price range at the moment is a Morris Marina. Now Morris Marinas, I actually looked them up because I thought, I wonder what value they are. About £5,000. I thought they might be a bit more than that. Other ones we've had on here, 991.2 GT3 RS, zero doubt one of the best cars ever. Heaven, yeah, I think so too. This is an interesting one, not seeing price declines in the American Porsche market at all. And Lamborghinis in America are just so high. I mean, Murcielago SVs, none of them are under $1 million. And I saw one at 1.5. So yeah, American market doesn't seem to be affected at the moment. Thanks, Richard. Great update. Enjoy the holiday location. It's not quite as good a location today because they're in the pool. But yeah, I mean, it's been fantastic here at Lake Garda. Increasing insurance costs are also a factor along with interest rate. I didn't think about insurance costs. I haven't seen my premium go up that much in the time, only very slightly, but I know it has affected some people. When you're in Garda, please visit the Alfa Romeo Museum. Amazing place with some epic cars. I won't have a chance this time, but I'm 100% going to come back here. I know that. It's been really good. The other thing I found here is everything seems really inexpensive. Like coffee is €3, €4. I thought it was going to be really expensive here. Even eating out, for four of us, it's been like 78 to €100. I think that's pretty good for eating out. So, and that's just down in Sarlo down there. It's been good. Now, other comments, I don't believe the market has bottomed out yet, which we think anyway. Flipping for the masses has come to an abrupt end with the COVID-led anomaly. Yeah, you're right. This is an interesting one. I want to do a video about Aston Martins. Was contacted by Aston Martin this week to see if I was interested in a new Vantage as a previous Vantage owner. Now I've had lots of Vantages. At the original 05 plate, actually paid £1,000 premium for that car, but I just love the shape of it. In 05 it was the car, but never drove as I thought. I think I've owned about 6 4.3s, the 4.7S, the GT8, 2 V12, 6 litres, 4 DBSs, but older shape. So quite adverse to Aston. I like the shape. My blue CTR Vantage V8 I think is the one, although the reason I bought 2 6-litre V12s was obviously the competition, which one will go. And after I drove that, I thought, this could be an ultimate car. I think if I get the suspension right, get it exactly as I would like it, I think it could be mega. I love the sound of the V12. But going back to that, it says I was interested in the new Vantage. Now, I drove the new Vantage. It is so fast. I'm telling you now, it's so fast. I drove the Praga and the GT3 RS, and I thought this Vantage is quicker. It just felt so much power. And when you change gear with the upshift, it had like a forward thrust, a bit like you get in the McLarens. It made me wonder, is it just too fast? You know, 680 horsepower for a baby Aston. They had so much torque, but it was very good. I really like the inside of it. I like the looks at the front as well. I think it's a very, very good car. I just couldn't get my head around the price. I thought it was a bit too high at like 240s. I think it's too much. I think it's maybe, it should be 160. I don't know, maybe that sounds bad, but I didn't see 250,000 of value. But I really liked it, really enjoyed it, and went out with a Aston race driver on the road. And yes, it's a very, very good car, but I just can't get in my head that I can get a V12 Aston for say 70, 6-litre manual, and then have to pay 250 for the new one. I don't know, just can't get my head around that. Good video. Bought a BMW M3 Touring, year old, 110. Bought it for 78. Sounds like a good deal. I keep looking at M3 Tourings because E46 M3 is one of my favourite ever cars. I had lots of them. I just really loved them. I had the CS. I wish I'd had a CSL, but yeah, I think that's really good value. I don't see the M3 Touring going under 50 for a long time. Really, really good car, but there are loads for sale. I'm talking like 140, lots. Ferrari 488 Spiders on the list for someone here. I really want to drive them. I spoke to Harrison, we're going to get out in a 488. I haven't driven a turbocharged newer Ferrari yet. I stopped at 458 Speciale and haven't gone back since. M3 Touring, it's having a revision, yeah, now costs more. Have a great holiday. Any updates with the sim rigs? Yes, as soon as I get back, you know, I've got 6 to 8 that I'm doing for Heaver, and then yes, we will be selling those sim rigs. Waiting for 2025 to get a 718 RS Spider at list price. They are way over list at the moment. I'm trying to think how much. I think they're up at like 250, but they're probably dropping every day. But I really like that car. I'd have it over the GT3 RS. I think to have the roof down and that noise and the 4 litre, I think would be fantastic. We were in Lake Garda a few weeks back. They love their Porsches over there. Seems like every second car was a Porsche. I haven't noticed that, but I've seen a few Porsches, seen a lot of Audis and tuned Audi estates, loads going round and round. Let's go to the next one. Funny you should mention M5 Competition X Drive. I've been looking at them this weekend, seen a lovely blue one, 50,000 miles, 38,000. Yeah, I really, I don't know where you go from there with that car. I think it's just mega, and I always wanted a 4-wheel drive M5. Haven't driven one, would like to. Great price. It's certainly not dropping in Australia. These are prices. JDM market has softened, but GT3 and Pistas are still quite high. Just stumbled across your channel and love it. Honest, true reviews. Yes, car market has, in my opinion, never been so messed up price-wise. Yeah, I think you're right, and it's got me thinking about the market. I remember when, you know, we were, you know, pushed to diesels, then we had V10, like I had an M6 V10, and then we were all told to have lower engine cars, and, you know, they all dropped massively in value, and I think back, like, to have a V10 engine in a road car. I mean, I had one drive in that M6 at night. I just think it was the best drive I've ever had. There is someone commenting about M6s on here, but I would like one with a manual, and I have been thinking about that. I think when I get this clubhouse, I'm going to tune cars. I'm going to get some of these older cars, and I'm going to do what I think is best for them. Ferrari 458 Italia, thoughts on the market going forward? Yeah, I really like the 458. I think they're just about hitting sort of 100,000 now, about 110 some of them, and dropping down. Yeah, I really like that car. I think they had a 7-year warranty or 5-year warranty, I don't remember back now. So they're all out of warranty now, so like 2010. But I think it's a great looking car. I think the engine's good. Let's Talk Cars are the best. Thank you for that. Just have a look. I'm sitting back watching the McLaren 600 LT prices drop. Some have dropped 6k in 3 weeks. I think another drop is imminent, so hopefully I will be buying my forever car soon. From John in Scotland, I'll definitely get a McLaren 600 LT Spider. I did have one. When I look back, I had the 675 LTs, had the coupe and the Spider. Then I went to 600 LT Spider, and I sort of wish I didn't sell that car. There was a reason I did. At the time when I took it out, I thought it was almost too fast, and not because the car was too fast, it was the way it was so good, the steering feel, the braking. I just left foot braking out the house, and I thought, oof, this could be, you know, not good. But I want one. I'm looking at these 600 LT Spiders all the time. They did do a couple of special editions. One had like a spider on the wing mirror, I remember. There's them. What's that? That's a motorbike there. So I'd like to go back to that. Enjoy your holiday. Thank you for that. Looking to get into my first 4 litre, that being a 991.2 GT3, ideally with some extended warranty. Let's have a look. Also, our manual's less desirable than PDK. That's a very, very good comment, that, because I know 992 GT3 manuals are a lot harder to sell than PDK, but I feel in 991.2 GT3 a manual is a good bet, and I don't know why that is. I have driven a 992 in the manual, and it's and I've driven 991 Touring and other ones. There doesn't seem to be much difference to me, but from the feedback and the marketplace, the manuals in 992 seem to be harder to sell. I don't know why that is, but mainly because there's quite a lot of manuals now. You know, they thought they were going to stop at the 911R, and then they had the Speedster with manuals and the Touring with manuals, and it's just a lot of manual cars. How do you see the future values of the M6? Under 400 came to the UK, F1 5-litre V10. We spoke about that. I had one. I'd love it in a manual, everything M3, do a conversion. I'd really like that. This is an interesting one. When you can buy an Ioniq 5N for 65k new, that will kill any petrol car in the wheel world. Just hard to justify these mid-level supercars anymore for road driving. Younger generation are not going to go for it. Plus, like you said in your video, interest rates are a major headache now for most folks. Plus the roads are crap. Yeah, you're definitely right there. I am driving an old Jeep Wrangler to work just so I don't destroy the wheels. Let's not forget speed cameras everywhere, easy to lose your license. Yeah, and I really feel this is going to be another topic of video, but for new drivers now, they're so restricted. They have to have a black box to get good insurance rates. They can't go over any speed limit anywhere, or the insurance gets cancelled. There's a lot of stuff in that area. Going back to the 5N, I'd like to drive it. So I think we need to get on and drive one of them. 997.1 C4S just under 3 years ago was 30, now similar for 20. I really like the 997, as you know. We'll get, you know, that has just been finished. Had a lot of engine problems, and I have had people message me about collecting cars and my experience. And I've had a couple of bad ones lately, which we'll go through, and that'll be another video. I've got a lot of videos to make. 997.2 GT3 values seem soft. Will they recover? Not so sure. There's just so many GT3s available, but I do like the 997.2 GT3 RS. I really like that, but they've gone really high. Interesting video. What car auction websites do you monitor? Would like to track some cars I'm interested in too. Okay, well, I like collecting cars. I use Auto Trader a lot. I'm on Instagram a lot, looking at like Silverstone auctions and different auctions, Bring a Trailer, so quite varied in everything. And a lot of people send me a lot of auction stuff on message. Hope you like this video, by the way. There's a lot on it. Things like a Lancia Delta Integrale and hard to get stuff will hold, but supercars are going to continue, to go down. Yeah, I think you're right, and I've got my 2 Integrales. I love them cars. They have gone up from where they were, but I don't think I'd sell them because I can never replace them. With the supercar stuff, I can always replace it and go somewhere else. This was an interesting one. It said, let us make things straight. A Porsche 911 in all its variants is not a supercar, but a sports car. You cannot classify a Volkswagen class car in a Rolls-Royce class car, and a 911 is all Volkswagen class quality and materials. The fact they asked 133k today for a base 911 does not mean the car is worth more than 50-60k, which is what these car prices should really start at in reality. Well, I replied to say no, it is a GT3 RS is a supercar, and a GT3 is a supercar. 2 seats, little boot, outruns anything. I don't think it can be classed as a sports car, but as I say, that was my opinion, and I said that's my opinion, not too worried either way, and we were straight. It's not a problem. But I'd like to know, what do you think a supercar is then? I mean, a GT3 RS isn't a supercar. I don't really understand, but I think they are, and maybe a normal 911, yes, but not in all its variants. So have a pizza or a pasta. Well, that's what I'm going to do now. I hope you enjoy these videos. Got a lot more coming soon. Obviously, I'll be getting ready for Hever when I get back, and then the clubhouse. I just can't wait. I just want to review cars in there, tune cars in there, and it's going to be exciting. So yeah, please hit the like button if you get a chance to subscribe. It really helps the channel, and I'll see you again soon.